Alright guys, today we've got an Echo SRM 225. It runs, but the weed eater head's not spinning with it. So we're going to tear it apart and see what's broken with it. I've got a spare one over here. I'll just rob parts off, whatever's wrong. But with yours, I'll show you what you go through to figure out what's going on with it. And then it's either the gearbox or it's the inner shaft. So I'll try to find those on Amazon. They're pretty cheap, so that you can, just click in the description below and get what part you need. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these three out. We'll pick them clean, spray them out with carb cleaner first, and they're T27s. Alright, so I've sprayed them out so that I can get the T27 in there. I'm using a still tool. I'll put that in the description too. It's got the spark plug socket and everything, and it makes it real easy to work on these. So the only one that actually comes all the way out is this center one, and then the other two you just loosen up, and then this should wiggle free. I'm going to have to use both hands, but oh look, there it goes. You just wiggle it free and pull it off. Alright, so already I can see what's wrong. The cable is stuck inside there, see it? So the cable broke off, so we're going to reach in there with needle nose, pull that end out, and then we're going to reach all the way up in there and find the other end and pull it out. So the end of the inner cable just broke off. So now I'm going to yank the inner cable out of this one and we'll get this going again. Okay, then you slide it all the way in, and then you turn it until it slides all the way in. It'll only be sticking out about that much. Then we're going to slide the bump head back on it. So the screw in is going to go to that. But when we get it in, we're going to have to, let me get started. Right, so if it doesn't go all the way in, if it's a little gap, this one just slid right all the way in. You got to turn this a little bit to make it slide in the rest of the way. Then you put this bolt and tighten these two bolts back down. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Not a big deal. Make sure you grease it in the end before you stick that cable in. That way it gets a nice layer of grease all the way down it as it goes in. Not a big deal. Alright, so any of the parts you may need on this, I'll see if I can find the gearbox for it and the inner cable, because it could be a bad gearbox. If the inner cable looks fine, put a little flathead screwdriver in the gearbox where the cable goes, and then turn the head and see if you can keep it from turning on the screwdriver from turning. If it clicks and doesn't turn, you got a bad gearbox. Alright, so if that helped you in any way, give me a thumbs up, click the subscribe button. Here's today's t-shirt, that'll be in the description too.